Bow, 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 bow. Oh, we're on. Hey everybody, this is Bone Cinemas here, officially making his debut in the podcasting world. Yes, you heard that correct, the podcasting world. Now, I bet you're wondering, what the hell took this guy so damn long to get this podcasting thing going? Like, he's been talking about it and teasing it for 2 years now. What the heck took him? I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Procrastinating is the absolute worst thing you can possibly do, because you say to yourself, oh, I got this project in mind. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to love it. But you know what? I'm going to start tomorrow. Or I'm going to start next week. Or next month. Or next year. And guess what? So much time has passed and you haven't even started. So that's why now is the time we get this thing rolling. Because this is the time where now procrastination should be forbidden. You want to start something, if you have a project in mind, do it. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Just do it. Yeah, so I figure like this will kind of be like an introduction, so to speak, just to see where this goes. Where like I'll probably talk about like various topics such as like video games or classic movies or like little sports here and there, little like video game reviews, little something basic, nothing really too extravagant, nothing too like, oh, this is gonna be a like political, this is gonna be a conspiracy theory, this is gonna be no, none of that whatsoever. Because let me tell you, I've been listening to various podcasts where they do talk about that kind of stuff, and I just want to puke, because it's just mainly just negative hoopla, and let me tell you, it just bores me to tears, because what we need right now is just positivity. So that's why that's the topics I want to talk about, because it's positive, it's nothing really, it's not going to be over opinionated, just my thoughts on various topics. So like for instance, like my favorite video game franchise is going to be releasing a new game in about another month or two, which is Mortal Kombat 11. And when the news dropped that it was coming out soon, of course I pre-ordered it. That's a no-brainer. But I've been kind of like been on a binge, so to speak, with it. Like I've been playing the old classic games from the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. And also 4, but mainly I'm more of a classic guy. Like, I love the old school games from the arcades, like from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. But growing up, I was more of a Sega head, and I used to play for hours those games. And even the fourth one was pretty decent, even though I kind of lost interest in it after a while, because it just, yeah, they were kind of heading in the 3D direction, where the 2D dimension is really 2D dimension, what? Whereas the 2D world was kind of being distanced, and it just didn't really sit well with me. So after a while, but that'll be a different talk for another time, where I talk about the franchise in general and my thoughts on the new game. And another thing I'm planning on talking about pretty soon, I might do some wrestling talk here and there, because I was a diehard fan of pro wrestling, from the mid 90s to the early mid 2000s. Like that was my life growing up. Like, pro wrestling. It was pro wrestling and Mortal Kombat and movies, so to speak. And we got WrestleMania coming up in April. And of course, yours truly is going to be attending MetLife Stadium. And it'll just be like a kickback show, because I don't really watch it that much anymore. Like I'll catch highlights here and there, or like one of my friends will hit me up on Messenger, like giving me updates about what's happening, because I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, it was lame now. It was awesome when I was a kid. It was awesome when I was younger. What the hell is this going? I don't want to do that. But I will eventually like do like classic pay-per-view reviews, or like classic like matches that I liked, and do like an in-depth talk about why I love this match, or so to speak. And eventually I might do like a discussion on my favorite wrestler of all time, The Undertaker. And I have a very great story regarding that, which will probably be a future episode. And I'm looking at the picture right now, and you already know where this is going, but I'll leave it at that. So with that being said, also like I'll probably talk about like classic TV shows growing up from the 90s, whether it's like, it's like Power Rangers or Ninja Turtles, because it's anyone who knows me knows that I am a big diehard fan of the Ninja Turtles. Like I have like maybe a little bit of too much of an obsession with them. That's not a bad thing. And also I'll probably do some like stories from Comic-Con. I'll probably do like little road stories here and there. Or I'll probably like excuse me. I'll probably talk about a couple of stories of when I did my acting, when I did my little web series I used to do here and there. I'll probably like talk about my experiences working with Dutch and Dank Sketches when I used to do like background work, where it's actually one of the projects I did as an extra work is actually available on YouTube. Shameless plug, yes. And the name of the project was called To Whom It May Concern, where I actually appeared in one scene where I was actually in a dancing scene with a bunch of people, where Wilmer Valderrama is actually in a band, and if you actually pay close attention, you can actually see me dancing with a girl right in front of Wilmer Valderrama. And watching it back, it was just so surreal, because it's like, oh man, I'm in a movie or indie movie, even for a couple seconds still. Oh my god, you could actually see me. It's pretty cool. But again, that'll be a different talk for a different day, so to speak. Like again, this is kind of like an introduction show, so just a little something brief, nothing really too too detailed, so to speak. And another thing I want to talk about, like I've been getting like into like cosplay, so to speak. But what I've been doing also as of late, I've been making like mad concept arts using pop vinyls, so to speak. I have like over a ton of pictures where I actually use like different characters of different forms of media, and I would mash it with either a Ninja Turtle or with Deadpool. And one of the ones I made recently was one of Deadpool and Goro from Mortal Kombat, and it actually looks pretty cool actually. And and I actually got that idea from Comic-Con 2014, where I actually saw somebody cosplaying as Elsa from Frozen and Deadpool, and I thought that my thought was, that is the absolute funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. And then then fast forward to 2016, I actually did it again with a Funko Pop of Raphael and Nightmare Batman from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And from that point on, that just became like a tradition for me, so to speak, when I'm making my artwork on Photoshop. And I can't even tell you what my favorite one is, because I made so many. But again, that'll be a different talk for different times. And eventually, I'll probably talk about my favorite film series, which is the Rocky franchise, which I can go on forever and ever talking about that film series, but I will try to keep it condensed as best way I could. And funny enough, though, Facebook reminded me that 2 years ago I was actually at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, And let me tell you, Philadelphia in the wintertime is no joke. Like, it was like damn near below 20 degrees that day. Like, I mean, but it was an experience that will always remember. I was with my dad and my cousin, and now I can officially say I ran up the steps in Philadelphia. Yo, Adrian, I did it. I mean, like, if you're a big Rocky fan like I am, and you've never ran up the Rocky steps, you really need to, because it is a hell of an experience that you yourself will never forget. and this summer, I'm possibly planning on doing it again, but this time when it's nice out, because honestly, Sly, how the hell did you run up those steps in that cold weather? Because let me tell you guys, I probably stated this already, but Philadelphia in the wintertime, it is not fun. But once again, that'll be a talk for a different time, so to speak. So before I wrap this thing up, I just want to say, I hope you had a great time listening to my introduction in the podcasting world, and let's see how this goes. So, this is Bone Cinemas here, signing off.